xxoo would get sold. And this is just a quick little update. So I did another intensive healing. Really cool. Got to find out new things and see me as in a different, higher perspective. But it's never the end of everything. I still have to work on those little annoying self-doubt things. A lot of things have come into focus, a lot of ways to explain what I went through that I never had before, which is really interesting because then I'm able to relate to it. And when I see a video that makes sense, I say, yes, that's what it feels like for me and what I went through. All these different puzzle pieces coming together that I never had before because I could never speak. And when I tried, I fumbled or I just hid instead. And I'm hoping once I get to where I'm supposed to go, I can look back at where I traveled and be able to help someone else try to figure things out. I think the one thing I keep telling myself is, why did you have to be so stubborn and so secretive and try to hide your shame and not find somebody that could walk you through it a little better or make some sense of it? But there again, that's the soul contract. That's, I guess, what I had to go through in order to see the steps to be able to say to someone else, look, don't do like I did. Don't wait until you're, this age or that age. There's help now. People are more willing to understand things. I watched a video the other day on what I call the deer in the headlights. And it was phenomenal because I could never explain to people why, from, being abused from infancy on, there's certain things your brain gets wired to accept or to do or whatever. So I thought it was just that. But this video, this person explained that you totally get rewired, and your best course of action is, as far as your fight or flight goes, is to do nothing and hope the perpetrator goes away. So that, it's like a weight came off my shoulders, and that it was a wiring thing, not a choice thing, not a, I'm choosing to just stay and accept it. And people, just checking to see if anybody's running behind me, when people can't fathom when someone can't run from danger or run from an atrocity or run, or fight back. And all I knew was the deer in the headlights, or to try to, avoid the situation altogether. But if I wasn't able to do that, I would freeze. And I had no one to tell that to, no one who could really psychologically understand. And I was too ashamed or embarrassed or anything to try to explain it to a lower, a less, therapist who didn't understand deep trauma. So there's a lot of things I guess I had to go on about by myself. Sometimes I get a little upset because I feel like I wanted to be somewhere sooner in my life. But I have to stand back and say no more shoulda, woulda, couldas, regrets, none of it, because it doesn't work. It doesn't matter. And if I keep doing that, I will get nowhere. So in real life right now, I've been doing this course, and I'm behind, and I know it because I had to worry about buying, a program to work with and to do it and all that, which I have done now, and I was able to save some money on it. But it's really challenging my money beliefs right now, my money blocks, can't do this anymore. What happens if on the other side of it, then I get to teach people what I had to do to get past these blocks and fears and so forth. And today, 3 good things happened. I messed up on something the other day with a design for Spoonflower, and I accidentally deleted it. And I panicked because it just, little things mean a lot to me. To have, the last time my botanical stayed in circulation for like a month, and I'd never had that happen before, so it was like a small victory. No, it didn't mean any money, but look, 2 paths. The one less taken or the one more taken? Well, don't I always choose the one that's less taken? Yep. So I'm starting to see some clarity in my life now where I know it has to work out because I literally can't fight anymore. I can't struggle anymore. And when I understand that it's not about the struggle anymore, it's about letting go and going with the flow, whatever that is. I've done everything I can do as a human to try. Now I have to leave it up to my guides, my higher self, my soul contract to fulfill itself. So that's where I'm at. I didn't want to do a face video because sometimes I get tired of looking at my own face. Not saying that's a bad thing, just saying sometimes. So I thought I'd choose this beautiful walkway that's across from the mountain and just kind of chat with you a little bit. And sometimes I talk about me, but sometimes my goal is always to translate it into something that someone else might relate to who's following this path. I was able to help somebody that I knew many, many years ago, and hope to have her on my Get Sold show soon. And she needed help with the negative entities, and because of my training and my level of understanding, I was able to help her, and that made me feel good. Then Twyla sent me a notice saying that her friend has been watching her videos and has found it healing, and I just that totally made my day. Oh, that's number 4. Was it yesterday or today? Well, anyways, it seems like the scale is now tipping in my favor, and all I'm trying to do is tell myself I can't hate myself anymore. Whatever I'm supposed to be is what I'm supposed to be, and I have to love every bit of it. And it always sounds like self-centered or something, but hey, I have failed every bit of this game because I didn't even like myself. So what if I tried it the other way? Well, I did some heavy meditating last night and this morning, and I'm trying to bring in all the good energy, breathing, holding, envisioning different forms of healing light. And maybe now it's finally working. I'd rather be on the teaching end of this life at this point, or the healing or the supportive for other people, than to still have to keep going through it. I know we never stop learning, I get that. Although sometimes I would get angry about it, but I get it. So, I hope this is okay today for me just to take you on the walk with me. I'm getting bolder about speaking, but sometimes I do need a script because sometimes I can get a little off track and then I say, shoot, that's really not what I wanted to say. But I think this is. So thank you for being with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.